Hi, I'm a 138 woman. So I'm a counselor by nature, and my favorite modality of counseling is group counseling, because in group counseling, you get the validation and support that you need from like-minded people. This chapter group provided me with strategies to be a better person, to be a better mother, to be a better wife, to be a better woman, and all in community with a group of awesome women and from a biblical perspective.
So the resolution for women has also taught me that it's important to extend grace, because God extends grace to us each and every day. And if He can do that for us each and every day, we can do the same thing for others. So in situations when I'm upset, I find myself whispering, show grace, show grace. So sometimes you may have to take a step back and be quiet. You may not want to say the first thing that's on your mind. I am a 138 woman.
Well, before joining this chapter group, I found myself frustrated more times than not when things didn't go the way that I wanted them to, or it didn't happen as soon as I wanted it to. But after being in the group, I have a better understanding of why God has selected the soil that I'm presently growing in. Through all the storms that I've endured and the seasons that I've been in, I have found that it was necessary in terms of how He wanted me to reach my full potential. I didn't understand it, but now I understand it better. And it doesn't matter what season I'm in or what storm I'm facing, as long as I don't lose the presence of God, because a promise is still a promise. I am a 138 woman.
I had a fantastic experience over the last 8 weeks. Really going back to the beginning of the year, I remember Pastor Nate saying that this is the year to open up the playbook. And for me, a big part of opening up the playbook and me finding out what my playbook was participating in this chapter group. So the biggest point of growth for me in this last 8 weeks was really looking at the difference between being complacent and being content, and realizing that I can want all these things for my life, but I can be fully satisfied with where God has me at this very moment. And me being content with that does not mean that I'm complacent with my life, but it's me being faithful to where He has me in this moment, and knowing that He knows the desires of my heart and will put me in the right seasons of life at the right time in His time. I am a 138 woman.
This experience for me was very rewarding, and I say that because I've spent the last 6 months of my life rededicating myself back to God. And with that, all the resolutions were pretty much right where I needed to be in order to get me grounded in different areas, to be that intentional, purposeful woman. Another thing that I really enjoyed about the group is that I'm a leader in my own right, and sometimes leaders don't get to get their cup filled. So I had the opportunity to not only be fed, but also be led. I was able to glean from women of different backgrounds, different ages, and I think that that's important because we can all learn from each other in different experiences, whether it's motherhood, whether it's in business, in church, forgiveness, etc. So I love the fact that the group gave me the opportunity to really hone in on the season that I'm in, and that's pursuing the intentional, purposeful woman that God made me. And also, as an unofficial E-member here, you guys made me feel so welcome to attend and maybe even one day come in and be here in person. I am a 138 woman.
So I knew that this book was going to shake the table and rattle my life the moment I read the first resolution, which was I will embrace the current season of my life and maximize my time in it. I will resist the urge to hurry through or circumvent any portion of my journey, but will live with a spirit of contentment. Honestly, I feel like I am racing from one milestone to the next, whether it comes to my personal life, particularly with raising our boys, or my career. And while I'm very grateful for the blessings that the Lord has bestowed upon me, I have such a hurried spirit that I can't really enjoy it and live in the moment. Being part of this group has equipped me with the tools to recognize the importance of literally slowing down and taking a deep breath. I was surrounded by a sisterhood of women at different stages of their life who were sharing their struggles and vulnerabilities. More importantly, I believe that the sisterhood will keep me accountable and make me a better me, because all I want to be is a better Benike. I am a 138 woman.
This impacted me in a very positive way. It came about at a perfect time because my mom just passed away. Try not to cry. And to be around a bunch of women, reading a book, talking about women, bettering themselves, learning themselves, because I learned a lot about myself. I learned things about my mother as a woman reading this book, the things that she instilled in me. So being in this chapter group with this group of women is a first for me. I stepped out of my comfort zone and did something different, and it was amazing. The why for me is because I needed it and didn't know that I needed it. I am a 138 woman, officially.